Hello, welcome back. I'm the Erroneous Kaiser, watching another one of my comic book lists. These are the comics I'm going to be reading sometime between Thanksgiving and Christmas. This will be my first video in 2 months. That was because my computer broke and I didn't have anything to edit videos with, so I just didn't even take one. I live in Japan, so it takes a little bit of time for these comics to come to me. Recently, with the FedEx shipping I've been getting, they're coming a lot faster, but it's still only once monthly shipments from Discount Comic Book Service, or DCBS if I have to refer to them from now on. Alright, let's get into it. First up, we have A Man Among Ye. This is number 3. Our main protagonist right here is Anne Bonny, the pirate, and she's on Calico Jack's ship. This is out of Image Comics. I'm really liking the story. I mean, I can't say too much about the artists and writers. I didn't know that much about them before I picked up the story. I'm glad I did. I am really enjoying it. This follows pretty, I guess you could say, classic story points, being, two females on a ship. The guys don't like that there's females on the ship in the first place. There's some confrontation about that. They do have a friend in Calico Jack who's the captain trying to keep the peace. This is really a story about the girls, and we know that it's the female pirates rise to power. Ascender number 14. So this story is just chugging along. We don't hear that many people talking about it. It is a super solid story. I'm really liking it a lot. This has been going for a very long time. They started as Descender. Now we're at Ascender. Sony, years ago now, had the Descender story optioned for movies in the future. We haven't heard anything in the news in a long time, but recently there have been a few stories of comics, maybe something like DMZ. That was optioned way long ago, and is finally seeing some light in as far as current production. We've seen some of those comics very recently increase in price as well. I mean, that's not why I'm reading it, but, just a little side note. All right, here we have Batman 102, his confrontation with Ghostmaker. This is coming right off of Joker War. We've got two new characters, Clown Hunter and Ghostmaker, both kind of in opposition to Batman's whole idea of what justice is, mainly the no killing and that kind of thing. I kind of feel this has been done very recently. Just a little while ago, there was the Arkham Knight. Not the same writer as when that happened, but I mean, maybe we're stepping into similar ground there. Probably their motivations are a little bit different, but I guess everything is derivative of something, right? All right, Batman 3 Jokers. This is number 3. I got I don't know what it's called, a Hawaiian shirt variant. You just pick the one you like. I like this one. It's referencing The Killing Joke. This is, I am definitely enthralled. The 3 Jokers, well, last I checked, only 2. Second issue was a little bit focused on Red Hood, which I like a lot. Him and Barbara Gordon had like a quick smooch, but then she was like, oh wait, forget, no, that meant nothing. I don't know how I feel about that. What I don't like is like what has been going on with Jason recently is totally not mentioned at all, He just had a very awkward kiss with Artemis a little while ago. We're just totally forgetting that, and he's just jumping in with Barbara there. Jeff Johns, he doesn't have respect for recent previous writings. That's why he's doing these 3 Jokers. I think maybe they need to have a little bit more respect for what is currently going on in other comics. I don't know. All right, here we have Cardinal Dagon. This is number 3. This is an awesome series. If you're a fan of Ghost, the music of Ghost, and the kind of mythos that they're building around that, this seems like it could be that in comic form a little bit, especially with the newest Papa Emeritus. It's all theater, and it's super fun. I see like that kind of story that they've been making with Ghost. It's kind of like almost parts of that are playing out in the comic here. I thought it was really cool. I am a big fan of Ghost. You wouldn't call them metal. It's kind of gothic rock music, but lots of really nice hooks, easy to listen to, and to get stuck in your head, that kind of thing. This is from the comic publisher Behemoth. This is the first series that I've ever gotten from them. This issue 3 is the last one of Cardinal Dante. Depending on what happens in this issue, I really would like to see him come back. A new comic from Image Comics. This is crossover number 1. Donny Cates is writing this. He is the Marvel superstar right now that's writing freaking half of the books over there. A lot of the big titles right now are being held up by Donny Cates. There's going to be the King in Black huge event that's rolling out right now. He's also writing Thor. That's another huge event just waiting to happen. But anyways, here we have his huge event comic at Image. So this will be all self-contained, not sprawling out into other series like it would be at Marvel. And that's actually one of the reasons why none of those King in Black comics are going to be in my collection. Really, I don't like it when they sprawl out that much. So it's cool to have a huge event comic all contained in one single series. Department of Truth. This is number 2. Number 1 was mind-blowing. The supposed assassin of JFK, Lee Harvey Oswald, is actually not dead, not shot in the head by a mafioso back in the 60s. He is the head of the Department of Truth, which is this department that keeps conspiracy theories to a minimum. What was explained in the first issue is that if there are too many believers in these conspiracy theories, then they actually become true. So if there's enough people that believe the earth is flat, the earth will then become flat. Power of the mind. So we have Reagan on the cover here. I mean, this brings a lot of good feelings, especially, the Reagan with horns, the feelings in the 80s of satanic panic, and of course the punk scene where, Reagan really was this kind of demon for counterculture. I think so. The imagery is really cool here. The art, I think, matches the story in that it is no really like solid lines. Everything is kind of fluid, which I think really adds to the story as well. This is a pretty awesome series coming out of Image Comics. And it's being written by James Tynion III, the same guy who's writing Batman right now. We have Detective Comics 1029 and 1030. I mean, is that how I should say them now? Or should I say 1029, 1030? Like, has it been decided? I don't know. All right, I have one Lee Bermejo cover for 1029, and then just the regular A cover for 1030. So they charge extra for these Lee Bermejo covers. They're a little thicker cardstock. And I figured, so the Lee Bermejo art is awesome, but like, I don't know, I don't want to overload on it. I feel like I might get numb on the art. So if it's not like blow away, maybe I'll just go with the regular covers. Just like the regular Batman series, I really am enjoying this Detective Comics series as well. They kind of play off each other at parts, but they're not totally relying on each other, which I think is great. Definitely good stuff going on in both things. All right, here we have Jeff Lemire's Gideon Falls. This is number 26. It's coming from Image Comics. This is another series like Ascender. I don't hear people talking about it that much, but it is totally awesome. It's a very different story from Ascender, which is great. Ascender is some like sci-fi future fantasy type thing going on. This is definitely some dark mind-melting horror. I did hear that this series is coming to a close soon. I would be disappointed to read the last issue, but I will enjoy every issue up until then. Immortal Hulk number 39. This is the best comic coming out of Marvel right now, hands down. Donny Cates is doing a good job with Thor and Venom, but this is definitely the best thing coming out. I mean, this might be the best thing coming out in comics right now. The leader is a big part of this, and I love it. You probably wouldn't automatically think of the Hulk as a character that would be involved in a whole bunch of like real trippy stories. But this is one that works amazingly well, probably because we think that in the first place. I can't sing enough praises about this comic. If you haven't been reading it, yeah, just change that. Justice League Dark 27, I like the series. I like the team. This story is paced well, I think. We have things that are... we're at high points, and then other things are being alluded to in the future as those are going on. And so right after we come off a high point and resolve something all else has already been in the middle, right? So I like the pacing of it. It's not being interrupted by other things going on so much yet. I know Dark Knight's heavy metal is gonna come in for like a second later. Just stay out of my stuff. Until that comes up, I'm still really enjoying it. We have The Last God, Songs of Lost Children. This is a one-shot, so I'm really liking The Last God story. This is coming out of DC Black Label. It is a bit more violent, a bit more mature than the regular DC fare. Totally not connected to anything else in the DC comics universe or movie universe or anything like that. This is its own thing. It's this dark fantasy. I am really digging it. I'm getting kind of vibes of like Thor when he was fighting Gore the God Butcher, but actually where the heroes are going to destroy God. The art style probably has a little bit to do with that as well. Two amazing artists that do, I don't want to say similar works, but yeah, I guess they're similar kinds of art there. So yeah, kind of story-wise and art-wise hints. But of course, that, like I said before, everything is a takeoff of something else. Not in a plagiaristic type of way at all. That's not what I'm inferring at all. They're just similar storylines that I really enjoy a lot. Okay. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina presents Madam Satan #1. This is another one-shot. This is from the comic series Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which we haven't seen in so long from Archie Horror. I really, really loved the series, and it kind of... I feel like it still didn't even fully end. There could have been more to go on there. Both Afterlife with Archie and Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, both those comics were so good. Like right when I was getting back into comics, those were ones I was drooling over. It's really nice to see Madam Satan one more time. We have Maestro. This is #3. We're seeing the evolution of Hulk turning into Maestro. What we're seeing is a very gradual, believable reaction to the world that he's living in and how he feels he needs to deal with that. Well, so far in the first few issues, I don't know. Maybe he takes a real heel turn in the third issue. I don't know. This is the direction I see it going in, which is pretty cool. Here we have Miskatonic. This is #1. This is out of Aftershock Comics. Miskatonic. We are already getting very apparent influences of the Cthulhu mythos. This is about some detectives, private investigators, stuff like that. Investigating, cults, and I don't really even need to know that much of what the story is. That's just like right in there for my direct interests. I'll let you know how it goes. This is the end of Scott Lobdell's run on Red Hood Outlaw. I've said before, I really, really loved the beginning of this, and I was super disappointed as soon as Artemis and Bizarro were kind of out of the picture right from the beginning. I was waiting for them to come back and to kind of go hit that high point once again. It just didn't. I'm saddened that I know the team's going to be breaking up. It's going to go on to a new writer. We're going to see Red Hood go back to Gotham. And I just read some news today. He's going to be dealing with more his own personal problems. I think that's going to be a falling out with Artemis and Bizarro before he can really do any of that stuff, which is sad to me because I really, really, really liked that team. I'll still be getting it for a while. I already have the next maybe 3 or 4 issues already ordered, so we'll see how it goes. All right, here's a series that I haven't seen in a while because of delays, because of the pandemic. Here is Savage Avengers #13. This is the Boss Logic variant, and I think this is an awesome Doctor Strange cover. We have number 14 here, and this is the Chachetta cover. I mean, he's a very nice artist, but I mean, comparing the two, I think there's a clear winner. This is a series that I haven't been hearing that many people talk about, but it's right in the realm of stuff I really like. We got a lot of dark magic, we got, swords and sorcery, but also with a bunch of modern Marvel heroes. Sure, we do have Conan, but we also have the Punisher, we have Electro, we have Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom in there, Doctor Voodoo. Those are the big ones right there. I think we might be seeing some more added to the team. Oh, definitely Magic. Yeah, I love Magic as well. Like the character, not the actual. I mean, I don't practice. We have 7 Secrets. This is number 4. This is out of Boom Studios. This is written by Tom Taylor. Look up some of his other stuff. If you don't know the name already, you'll love it. This is another good one. We have a group of assassins protecting 7 secrets from, well, we don't really know yet. There's a handler and a muscle or something like that. They carry on a briefcase. These two have a kid. Because of their dedication to their job, he's taken away from them, or I guess they give him up. But he is trained in this society to become an assassin. When one of his parents is eliminated, he gets teamed up with with his mother to step in the place of his now deceased father. Issue number 3, got me in the feels a little bit. It's a pretty sweet story. There's some action in there. And there's going to be a ton more coming up. I could see it right from the end there. SpiderMan Noir, this is number 5. This is the end of this series as well, I think. This has been a pretty cool ride. The previous SpiderMan Noir had him in the city. This takes him out of the United States, traveling around, more of an Indiana Jones Spider-Man type of feel, which I thought was pretty sweet. We have Stillwater, number 2. This is out of Image Comics. This is written by Chip Zdarsky. He has written really great stories for Spider-Man. He has been writing 6 Criminals, which is a freaking amazing series. The only reason I don't get it shipped to me here in Japan is I am a little scared because in Japan you have to censor parts, and it's a comic that has parts, some genitalia floating around, that kind of thing. It's a freaking amazing series. He's a really great writer. This series in particular is about a town. These 2 visitors, one kid, I think his aunt died or something. They're gonna go into town and check it out. They're written to in the will or something like that. They go in, they found out it's a town where people can't die. Immediately, some, good old boys or some sheriff or some crap like that, they see something they shouldn't have, and then they, start a ruckus. The sheriff brings them out of town and is about to murder them. Does freaking blow off the head of one dude. And then some lady drives up in a truck. She's like, "No, wait, that's my son." And she's like, looks to be, same age or younger as him. Anyways, it's a town, people can't die or age, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 110 and 111. I love this series. It is the longest Ninja Turtle series to date. I've been a Ninja Turtles fan pretty much my entire life. This is up there in best things ever to happen to the Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, probably the worst thing to happen to the Turtles, but from what I hear is one of the great things to happen story-wise for the Turtles. This is really blowing up. Some of the reprints, second prints, and variants for this are getting tons of cash already. Even though this has been pretty massively printed. 3 of the Turtles die. Well, if we're tying into the Ninja Turtles comic series, that's currently running in IDW, 4 Turtles would have to die because there's 1 turtle left over. If you don't know where that 5th turtle comes from, just read the series. I tried to stay away from spoilers as much as I could as to the identity of this turtle. I have been looking forward to this for a long time. It came out right after my last shipment was shipped, so it came out and it was just sitting there in a box probably before the next month's shipment could be finally sent out. I've been waiting for a long time. Donny Cates is doing an impressive job in Venom, also in Thor. This is the Hildebrandt variant for this. I think it looks pretty sweet. There were a bunch of different variants too, so Donny Cates writes good stuff. And here's more of it with Venom 29. I will not be picking up all of the King in Black, spin-offs and, one-shots and side stories and all that. I will continue with Venom. I will get at least a few of the beginning, King in Black event series comics. So they're probably going to be like 6 or 8 or 10 or something like that. But I won't be 100% happy about it. I'll probably still enjoy the reading, though. This is We Only Find Them When They're Dead, number 3. We have a group of space scavengers, what do you call them? They pick up junk and stuff. Except the things that they're scavenging are dead giant gods. There's some people that are like regulated, this person, they can get the eyeballs this time and you can get the brain or something like that. I don't know, they're like siphoning off proteins for their own consumption and also for sale. It's weird. In this world, everybody's only ever seen dead gods, so we get this one group. They break off from the pack, which they're not supposed to for reasons unexplained. And they got a clue as to where they can find a live one. It sounds really weird, but it's it's this weirdo space adventure fantasy type thing, which I think is pretty awesome. It's being written by Al Ewing, who is also writing Immortal Hulk, Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood. This is awesome. This is freaking awesome. A Wolverine series. It says it in the title. It's black ink, white paper, red ink. There you go, those 3. The timing of this is funny because Batman Black and White, second series, volume 2, will be coming out really soon. I don't know if they were trying to play off each other, but Wolverine, they added blood. That's at least 1 point better, right? I'm looking for some brutal Wolverine violence. I have laid off of the other regular Wolverine series, again, because of a huge event type deal. They're using every single X-Men comic to tell one story. So unless you get them all, you don't know what the frick is going on. There was some really, really awesome stuff going on in Wolverine with vampires and Omega Red. And then they added that stupid junk in where he got teleported off by the Rainbow Bridge to go to the Fortnite world. Whatever. Can you be any more cash grabby, you freaking idiots? Anyways, that ticked me off. And then, them slamming all that other X-Men, like X of Swords stuff. Why do the X-Men need swords? Why does Wolverine need a sword? I mean, some of them already have swords. And then they have freaking mutant powers, which are a lot better than swords. Anyways, from what I hear, that X of Swords thing, it's like a contest of champions thing. Like these 2 worlds pick their champions, and then they have to they face off against each other. That's tired. It's boring, and it's interrupting what would be a freaking cool vampire story. Well, that's all I got in the package this month. If there's something you think I'm missing and it's not an event comic, let me know that down in the comments. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, because that gives me gratification from getting acknowledgement from people I've never seen before. Of course, if I have seen you, I would probably still really enjoy it. If you want to, put a picture of yourself down in the comments. If you don't want to do any of that, though, I totally understand. I do hope you had a good time watching. I'm the Erroneous Kaiser. See you next time.